Hello everybody, I am Muddy Dragon, and yeah, this is Escape from Tarkov. The game had a recent wipe, and so this is my first few games that I've just had. So I went in as a scav. I had some difficulty actually getting into the games for a little while. So yeah, here we are playing on woods. I heard some gunfire and I wanted to get in here and start to do some of the medic quests and all that. So lucky for me, as I got in here, this guy decided not to shoot at me, so I am very grateful for that. I did have a slight heart attack. Yeah, I just did not have the ammo or the weapons to take someone on. So, of course, as usual, in woods, this place is pretty much always raided. And, yep, there was some gunfire, and I saw some guy over there, possibly getting shot at. And so, yeah, I had to play it safe. But there was no one else around, and then there was this corpse I managed to find. The only thing he had on him was that there bandage, and that's it. Yeah, like I said, if you get here late as a scav, then everything gets already looted. There was only a few little pieces here and there, but this here crate, best one, best find so far, I must say. Got myself some food and drink out of that. So after that, I just got my arse out of there as quick as I could. Ran off over here just to double check, see if there's anything left. Yeah, well, absolutely nothing. So after that, of course, there was just about 9 minutes left, as you can see. So I decided it's time to get my arse out of here before, well, shit kicks off, as it usually does when you're heading towards an exit, and people are often guarding them. So lucky for me, there was an extraction for the boat just up ahead. So yeah, I was quite lucky that no one was there trying to try and get kills. Yeah, it took us just 12 minutes for that one. Got my arse out, got a little bit of XP, and a few items. So then I went into another match as a scav again. And yeah, this one went a bit better. I started here over in Ollie. It was quite quiet for about a minute, and then there was occasional gunfire. Didn't see anyone, so I went straight up the stairs here. Always good to start getting stocked up on stuff, but there were two people that I managed to see there, and they didn't fire at me, so I'm so happy about that. But the place was pretty much already raided. I got a few items, ran my arse out there, and just tried to get to the extraction zone. I got a few items in total, but nothing really worth writing home about, if you know what I mean. So I went all the way through here, went to some of the stashes, and yeah, the stashes are usually pretty good. Usually. So yeah, over here at this stash, got that. It's worth quite a bit of money. Got an MP5. I don't really use MP5s, but yeah, in a pinch, they're pretty darn useful. And then, of course, I found this guy who was looting this. Turns out it was a scav. So once I returned back to base, headed over here to sort out my hideout. Yeah, it turns out we had a few bits and pieces that we could actually use to start getting things all sorted out. Then I decided, hey, I'm going to go in with my PMC. I'm a bear. I decided to go with bear again. I just chose it. It's just basically cosmetics, really, and I quite like AKs. So, yeah, here we are. It's very, as you can tell, it's going to be a short match. So I just ran in. I was quite lucky to spawn in right where I did. And I just wanted to go in and find an all, because when you go in as a scav, it's usually already gone. So I thought I'd try my luck with a PMC. Down this end, there was absolutely nothing. Nothing at all. So I figured, okay, we'll push on a bit further and see if luck is on our side. Luck was not on my side for finding an all around here. Neither was it in this toolbox here. But for those who are new to Tarkov, when you die, you lose your shit. If someone extracts with anything that I've got on me, then I've lost it. If I've paid insurance for my items, then of course they will be returned to me after a certain amount of time. So we got ourselves some pliers here, and it was at this point, yeah, there's someone there, and they straight away just fired at me. I tried to fire back, and my weapon, of course, I was using the one that the scav had. And I was already shot to shit, and well, I don't know if I actually got any shots into them or not, but yeah, I was dead. So then I thought it would be a good idea to go in again with my PMC, this time with only a pistol and one extra magazine. Oh, but it's not always the best idea to do something like that. So I went off just in search of whatever items I could find, and also hoping that I could spawn in the same location as I did previously, so I could run in and try and find the all very quickly. I didn't have that luxury of spawning in at that point. With the occasional bit of gunfire going on in the background, I figured I'd start moving up towards some of the stashes that I knew about. And yeah, I got a gold skull. That's one of the things you need to upgrade your base, but you need 6 of them. I can't remember which upgrade thing it's for, but yeah, you need quite a few additional items to that, which I've never actually managed to do it. But since this is my first time starting the game soon after the wipe, I figured I'd try my luck. So as I pushed a bit further down, trying to head towards the extraction zone, that's when some bastard decided to shoot me. So as I licked my wounds, I decided to go back in again, but this time with another scav. I have an awful lot more better luck, I should say, with using scavs than I do with the PMC. So I decided to go back in, look for the all, and it's usually around this area here. That's where I found it last time. And yep, there was absolutely zero luck finding it. You're better off doing it as a PMC, to be honest. But I figured I'd just push in and maybe I'd find something. So I found some tape, and that's something that I can use. And that propane tank is another thing that we can use for for selling as well as using it in the base, but I don't really have a use for it at the moment, so I'm going to sell that. So then just figured I'd move in and pick up some more loot. I've got those pliers, they're going to be quite useful at some point. Nothing in this here, nothing of that I consider to be quite useful. Out here, it was okay, but nothing that I decided to pick up. You could have just picked up and then sold it on, but there was a hard disk drive there that you can use. You can trade it you can use it to trade with one of the traders, of course, and you can get some weapons out of it. So yeah, we still had about 18 minutes to go, quite a bit of time left. There was a plane I could hear just overhead, and I figured I'd leave it this time. I don't want to go chasing after it, but if I saw it was going to be quite close, then I'd of course jump around and try and find it. Try and find that loot crate, and then I found a corpse outside. Not really anything on it, but that cricket lighter is something that I did need to collect so I could get an upgrade for the base. This loot here, it's fairly alright stuff. The spark plug was actually something that I did need for the base as well. So then I just went over here to the Emicom extract and got my arse out of there. And here we are once more with the PMC. And what seems to be wrong with this picture here? It's meant to be midnight, as you can see, 12:40, and it's bright like this. This is my first time experiencing this bug, and I've got a feeling there's going to be quite a few more occasions when I go through it. So I went around here just trying to find the stash, but I never managed to bloody find it. When it's during the day, it's very difficult for me to spot it, but at night, it's so easy to get it. So I just went off my usual little raid, going to all these different stashes, and I got quite a few good pieces, I think. Did quite a good little haul around here. Double check, make sure there's no one around me. Get in there, grab what I can. Got 2 pistols from it. That's something that I haven't really found before, getting 2 of the same pistols in that spot. But yeah, it's all, you can use it in a, you can, well, take them and use them in a raid if you want, or just sell them on. I tend to sell those pistols. They're not the best, but if you're just running around, if you want to do factory, you're better off in there with a shotgun or an automatic, really. But I tend to do factory at night. So it was really throwing me off. I heard gunfire coming from everywhere. I figured I'm going to just go around this way. It's my usual route. and just push through as best as I can and hope that there's no one around, and see if anyone was talking. Then I'd ask them, are you having the same issue where it's like meant to be about midnight, nearly 1 a.m, and it's looks like it's 2 in the afternoon? But yeah, and there was no one around. In a way, I'm quite glad for that. But there was lots of gunfire going on, so I tried to be as careful as I could. I was also still running out of energy, so I didn't want to waste food and drink. So I figured I'd just try and do my best to get as far as I could before it ran too low, and then I'd have to try and start using my food and drink supplies. But I managed to get quite far before it started to get too low. So with most of the stashes sorted out, and of course there were those stashes that you see are pretty much empty now, so someone's already been through here at some point recently. So I decided I have to be extra careful and just go to these ones that I do know about, empty again. And it's so weird seeing it meant to be past midnight, nearly 1 a.m, and it's bright like this. And then at this point, I got shot at. It's about here. I was getting shot at. I couldn't see a thing. I don't have a scope on my weapon or anything like that. Still, the wipe just occurred, so of course I have nothing. Like most people, they have nothing. So I figured, I can't see anything, I'm going to push forward. Then, of course, I got shot in the arm. My arm is now, I can't really use my arm unless I have a surgical kit. And I was fucking panicking at this point. I thought, oh, that's it. This is the end. I'm going to lose my shit again. I don't want to die. Not again. And I figured I'd just run forward and hope for the best. And I found the guy. And that's when I just fired back. I don't know if I managed to shoot him or anything, but he started to push around that vehicle. And I fired back. I must have shot him a little bit. But yeah, I'm so lucky to be out of there alive. So back at base, I then started to work on my generator. I already had the fuel all ready to go for it. So I stuck that in. Going to use that at some point fairly soon. Hopefully we can get the rest of the equipment we need to upgrade the rest of the stuff. So there, the workbench requires a few additional items. I'll have to try and get those when I go out in the next couple of raids. So we've got a few things to work on. The vents isn't too bad. I've never had the Bitcoin farm. I would like to work on that, and the booze generator as well. The heating, quite easy. It's just getting those matches. Intelligence Center, Med Center, I can get that possibly in the next episode. We should have that up and running. I bloody hope so. It would be nice. The nutrition unit as well, that will take me an episode or two, but the rest space, scav case? Don't even go there. Look at the stuff you need for that. Not a chance. Anyway, thank you all for watching. It is greatly appreciated. Please consider subscribing if you've enjoyed this and want to see a bit more of Tarkov. Smash like as well. Yeah, thank you all for watching, and hopefully I'll see you all in the next episode where we can hopefully get the all and the workbench and a few other bits up and running. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.